talk a lot about the power of prayer. And I felt like I got to experience it in a real and meaningful way.
To put it even more pointedly, late last year, then 44-year-old Jason Shanks nearly died from COVID-19. The president of the Our Sunday Visitor Institute says he was prayed back to life. Jason would need a ventilator to help him breathe. When his wife, Melissa, found out, she knew his condition was serious.
That's always a very scary news because you definitely hear once people go on vents, they don't come off vents.
At the time, Melissa couldn't visit Jason in the hospital due to restrictions, so she asked him to text her goodbye notes for their kids, just in case.
I mean, can you imagine having to think about in the spur of a moment, what's the last thing you're going to say to each one of your children that they'll remember for the rest of their life?
Jason's condition would get much worse. He caught bacterial pneumonia and developed a blood infection. His body began shutting down as he went on kidney dialysis. He was losing the battle to COVID.
We were asking everyone for prayers, and that's whenever someone had suggested to me Novena to St. Jude, and I wasn't that familiar with it. And I looked at it, and I was like, this is perfect, because it's a novena for lost causes.
Melissa rallied support online, and global prayers came pouring in. On December 15th, 9 days of prayer to the patron saint of lost causes began. On the second day, things began to change.
And so he got a negative COVID test, and he got his best chest x-ray that he had had since he went into the hospital.
On the 9th day, a prayer vigil was held outside the hospital. Jason was on the road to recovery. Melissa at his side throughout.
The courage that she showed, the love that she showed, the advocacy that she showed, and the amount of things that she went through in particular. I mean, in many ways, I think this is a story more about her than me.
Both say the trying time was an example of their marriage vows lived out, and their community pitched in.
People stepped up to provide assistance, whether it was food or whatever needs the family had.
A friend of Jason's, Bishop Kevin Rhodes of Fort Wayne, South Bend, visited him, celebrated Mass, and gave Jason the Eucharist for the first time since being in the hospital.
I thought, okay, it's him and I. This will be a 30-minute Mass. No, we did the full thing, right? We did everything in a homily, and he brought it. He was really fantastic. So I was really grateful.
And actually, I had a lot of joy. I felt like a parish priest again, but, I was just so grateful for his recovery. We had prayed so hard and we were hoping.
For Melissa, that hope brought lessons in trust.
Clearly, an amazing amount of trust and just literally not knowing what the step is going to be in front of you, but knowing that it's God's will.
All right. Weight on the left.
Yep.
Great.
And as Jason took slow steps to recovery, reality became even more clear.
For me, it's a greater recognition that life is temporary and a greater focus on eternal salvation.
Mark Irons, EWTN News in depth.